So back to what we were talking about, types of AI systems. We have two types of systems. Systems that act or simulate like this one and this one. And we have another type of systems. The other type of systems are the systems that does the same way, okay? So we have the real system and we have the system that make a simulation, okay? So we have a system that simulate. What does it simulate? It may simulate humans or act like humans, and it doesn't also simulate humans. It could simulate rationality. Alright, so we have systems that simulate rationality. Okay, so we have systems that act rationally and act like humans. So those systems are what? Are systems that simulate either humans or either the rationality, okay? And we have systems that think rationally. Really, it does the rational that it follows the rational models that we follow. But we are as a humans don't follow it all the time. So we have other systems that think like humans or simulate the actions or the way of thinking. So that's a good start for the second video. Now we're gonna go to the environment. What do we mean by environment? Environment is the place that the AI can get data from it. All right. So when I talk about environment in terms of AI or artificial intelligence, I mean the place that I can get data from, so I can solve a problem or do something intelligent. Okay. So as we see, we have sensors. Sensors provide me with what? With the data. Okay, so sensors provide me with the data, and actuators are like additional stuff or additional legs or additional things that we do or we follow or that we use to do what? To do actions based upon the data that I have. But in AI or in systems, and not in software systems or in terms of chat bots, okay, we doesn't have these actuators. We only do actions or use the data that we get from sensors or from different environments. We do what? We use these actuators in hardware systems or in hardware artificial intelligent agents to do intelligent actions. But in chatbots, we get data from environment and save it as a text or a file. Okay, we save it as a file. Okay, and we do actions to do what? We do actions using algorithms that print text and stuff like that, and these actions are intelligent as well, but we're not following all the time. We're not we're not doing it as a hardware or as an action in real life. So now we're gonna talk about something else called logic. So environment was a very good topic to talk about when we want to emphasize or elaborate upon on data. Okay, so when we want to talk about data, we need to talk about environment, but not all of the intelligence just data. We have information Okay, what's the difference between data and the information? That data is the raw material, okay, the raw material, but it's not also everything. It's not useful. Okay, it's data. It's only what I collected. But when I make an observation, that's an observation is a data. Okay, is what I saw or what I get using my sensors, but or my eye or my ear or whatever sense I have or I use. But not everything that I need is data. I need something else called information. Okay, I need to convert this raw material that's called data into something useful. How to do that, or how to convert this data into information or useful information? Using logic. What's logic? Logic yields correct conclusions when supplied with correct premises. Logic is simply input data, enters, and we do some processing, and we get a conclusion or output data, all right, or output information. So logic has rules. Okay, we have rules. When I tell you, I'm going to tell you an example. Okay, when I tell you that you see the clouds are very huge today. Okay, what do you conclude? What's the conclusion? You conclude that's going to rain. Okay, it may rain. Okay, that's logic. Okay, if the clouds are very big, then I may guess that the sky is going to rain. That's the logic, or these are the conclusions that I use or I get using logic rules. So also in the slides tells you that logic enables me to test a theory or a hypothesis rather than concluding it. So I'm not only limited, or I'm not only forced to conclude. I can test. Okay, there's a result, and the result is like what is like the rain have happened. Okay, the rain have fallen. Okay, so now I want to test: is the rain really fallen? Okay, is the rain really fallen? Yeah. So now I can test something like that using, if I can't see, I can test it using my hand. If the land, or if the floor, or if the ground are wet, then the rain has fallen, right? So that's what I mean by using logic. We can use logic either to conclude or to make a conclusion, or to test something that's already happened. So the branch concerning with logic is AI, called predicate calculus. Computer science students study it usually in discrete mathematics subject in college. Okay, that's an additional information that's going to be useful for some teenagers or high school students. Intelligence. Now we're going to talk about intelligence. What's intelligence? In psychology, we call intelligence, or we say that intelligence is what? Is the ability to solve problems. Okay? So when I talk about intelligence, I mean the ability to solve problems. But that's not the real intelligence. In my point of view, or in my opinion, this is a very superficial point of view, or this is a very superficial definition. That's not the real definition of intelligence. So what's intelligence? Problems are solved by searching among alternative choices. That when I search, when I try to remember some information, that's the real intelligence. When I search, that's the real information, that's the real intelligence. Okay, I can search in reality, or I can search in my mind, or I can search upon anything. Okay, so searching is the real intelligence. Okay, so in psychology, they refer to intelligence as the ability to solve a problem.